Hello, my friends. All right, I am out here in Hunters Creek at 602 Ranch Hand, and this is Monday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Yeah, I'm sorry, you got a cheesy realtor. My bad. This house is super cute. I think you're really gonna like this neighborhood too. Fenced-in backyard. This is a very popular neighborhood. As a matter of fact, the house I'm buying is right around the corner. If you were to, and I'll give you a little tour of the area when I'm all done with the house, but if you take a right onto that main street there, just over there on the other side of the neighborhood is where one of the schools is. Just one of the attractive features of this home. Okay, these are those nice LVP floors that we talked about before. Colby, these are the ones that were in the first house that we looked at. The nice water resistant ones. It also has carpet in this home. The house has a nice, fresh, clean smell. No hint of animals whatsoever. Actually has kind of a nice baby powder smell in here. We've got laminate floors in the bathroom here. This is the half bath. Very conveniently located right at the front door and off of the living room. We've got a nice, I call this an orange peel, textured ceiling, the pedestal sink. We've got the decorative doors. Carpet seems to be in really nice shape. Got the electric fireplace over here. And it is a beautiful 67 degrees in the house. Nice eating kitchen area here, big enough for 6 people or more even. We've got the laminate countertops with the bar. Farmhouse sink. The gooseneck faucet there. Pendant drop lights, beautiful. And you've got an LG dishwasher. Frigidaire oven and range and microwave, all stainless steel, of course. Also have these lovely walnut cabinets. I think these are walnut. I could be wrong about that, but it does have crown molding on the top, which is great. LG refrigerator. I don't know if you can see, but this is one of those cool fridges where you can see inside, and you would have to ask for that as personal property if you're interested in this home. This one does have a nice large pantry with the shelving. And here's gonna be our exit door to the garage. Got a 2-car garage here. Water heater is located in the garage. Built-in shelves, garage door opener, and there we have it there. All right, let's just take a peek in the backyard here. One thing I do want to point out is, I don't know if you can see it in the video, the glass door does look like at one point a large dog may have jumped on it, but it opens and closes fairly easily. Nice big fenced-in backyard. Just go over here so I don't let all the AC out. You're on a slab foundation. Open patio. This is a Goodman HVAC system. right, we're gonna head upstairs now. I think I hear Elmo. All right, here is the primary bedroom. That is definitely a king-size bed. Very big bedroom, especially compared to some of the other ones we have looked at. Nice big walk-in closet with the window. Always gonna be my favorite. Extra little shelf area over there, shelf area. It's practically like a little bedroom. All right, and walking into the primary bathroom. Again, nice and clean, fresh smelling up here. There's absolutely no hint of animal smell, which is great. Got a big linen closet. And, oh, you know what? There's a cat box in here. I would have never known. I always like houses that have cats, but you can't tell. My house is very much like that. We clean the litter box out like multiple times a day. I do love cats. All right, now we've got the laundry room just off of the primary bedroom. Nice big laundry room. Plenty of space in here. They've even got like a little folding table. There's an attic access. It's not one of the pull down kind. Plenty of windows in the home, leaving lots of natural light in here. There's another linen closet. And sorry, that was Paw Patrol, not Elmo. This room is huge. Closets look like. This closet is actually longer than the other homes that we were looking at that had closets this deep. You can see stretches out on both sides. I love when they do that. And that door is locked. I'm not sure why. We'll have to ask about that. Oh, there we go. Silly me. It's for the Jack and Jill bathroom. Okay, so we've got the sink area. And what's great about this is sometimes when you see the little extra area of the bathroom where the toilet and the bathtub are, usually this area is a lot smaller in older homes and sometimes even in newer construction homes. Some of the homes over on the other side of town that are new construction have like basically not this much area in between the bathtub and the toilet. So that is actually really nice to have that space. Again, you've got a really nice sized bedroom up here. Very clean. This closet is smaller than the other guest bedroom, but still a decent size. And just a view of the back from upstairs. All right, that is the tour of the house. Now I'm gonna take you around the neighborhood and give you a good idea of what you're working with there. So I'll see you downstairs. All right, Chandler and I are gonna give you just a little tour of part of the neighborhood. The homes over here are all less than 10 years old. I think when I ran your last search, I did homes that were built in no earlier than 2020 or 2019, something to that effect. So that way we've all got homes, or we've got homes on the entire list that are all fairly new, but not new construction as per your request. That is too cute. Oh my gosh, that giant skeleton is wearing a muumuu. Okay, super cool. Got sidewalks in this neighborhood, which is very nice. And I do believe there is an HOA with like maybe $300 a year dues. I'll have to double check on that, but it's not a super restrictive HOA by any means. As you can see, they have an RV or a pole behind in their driveway, which is kind of cool. So this is all the newer part of Hunters Creek, which is the secondary subdivision is the farm. So the legal description should be something to the effect of the farm at Hunters Creek. All nice houses over here, built by a local builder. So you're gonna see at the end of this road here, which is Bay Tree, I believe. You're gonna see, if you were to just look right across the street there, that is, I believe, Hunters Creek Elementary School. Yes, that one's the elementary school. And back down that way, there's some townhomes. And if you follow along there, you see there's a sidewalk as well. If you take a right here, that's actually going to lead us out of the subdivision. And on the right, if we were to take a right there on Hunter's Trail, there's another school on the right side. I'm going to take you around a little bit. This is the older part of Hunters Creek. That's called the Forest. And back here, this is also an older part of Hunters Creek. I'm actually buying a house back here. So there is, there's actually a creek or a river back here called the Little Creek River, just at the end of this road. So I just want to show you how close you are to the water. Now this part of the neighborhood is not part of the homeowners association for the farm. So you will, the farm residents do not have access to the boat dock that's back here, but there is a boat dock back here. So if you happen to have a friend or your friendly neighborhood realtor who is going to be moving here in June, and you want to come visit me sometime, we'll have to go kayaking, which Colby tells me that you are not much of a kayaker, Bridgette, maybe, but who knows? Maybe we can learn to love it. I don't know. Nothing, don't want to push you into doing anything you don't want to do. But me and my family, we love to go kayaking. And this is Dockside Drive. So this is the end of the neighborhood, and the creek is behind all of these houses here. So I'm just going to take you down to where the boat dock is. Again, this boat dock and this clubhouse is not part of the HOA for the farm, but I want to show you how close you are to the water, because while you're not in a flood zone, it's always a good idea to have flood insurance. I mean, technically my house that I'm buying is going to be on this street right here, on the riverside, and our house is not in a flood zone because it's up high. However, anytime you buy near the water, it's always Sorry, my video cut off there, well, because a phone call came in. But anytime you buy somewhere down by the water, it's not a bad idea to at least look into what the flood insurance quote would be. I got a couple of flood insurance quotes for myself, and I think the cheapest one I got was like $500 a year. If you do want to get flood insurance, you will not be escrowing it into your mortgage payment since it's not required. It would be something that you would pay annually. But isn't this just beautiful down here? I love all the Spanish moss, and you know, I'm a water girl, so I love Eastern North Carolina. Now I will tell you there are alligators here. I've never actually seen one in all the 40 years that I've lived here, but there are alligators. So this is Hunter's Creek. I hope you love it, and let me know what you think.